not.
All presented by Central National Bank on 93.9 FM.
The Baylor women continue their homestand in Foster Pavilion, hosting Grambling State on Sunday. 1:30 for the countdown to tip-off. 2 p.m. tip-off Sunday.
Tune in to Derek Smith and Lori Fogelman all season long for Baylor women's basketball on 93.9 FM.
From the Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
All right, guys, have a great broadcast. Look at Baylor.
This is the Baylor Alumni Network Tailgate Show. Starting in 3, 2, 1.
7-yard gain. Quick snap, handoff up the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor. Robertson looks left, passes left. He's got a man. Catch made at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Bears.
Brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Baylor Scott and White Health, the official hospital and healthcare system of Baylor Athletics. Your healthcare, your way. HEB, the official grocer of Baylor Athletics, proudly serving Texans since 1905. TFNB, your bank for life, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Premier ER and Urgent Care, feel better now. Nissan, innovation that excites.
Got the first down. And more. Sawyer Robertson's going to take it for a touchdown.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. For all the pregame action, starting right now. Right now.
It is Senior Day at McLean Stadium, the 2025 regular season finale. And for the Bears, bowl eligibility is on the line as they take on intrastate rival, the Houston Cougars, looking to get to that 6th win on the year. Good morning, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us. Alongside the voice of the Bears, John Morris, and the quarterback, Seth Russell. I am Derek Smith. We are here in Touchdown Alley, just about 2 hours from kickoff here on this 12th and final regular season game. And John and Seth, good morning to both of you. We've got some football weather here, fall football weather here. The rain has moved out of the area, and for the Bears, a lot at stake today to continue the season, to send the senior class off the right way, and hopefully just get that winning taste again.
Yeah, that would be big. I mean, there's such a big difference if you win your last game compared to not, and hopefully, and this one's got a lot riding on it. Like Derek said, Seth, with a win today, you're bowl eligible, and you got another game.
Yeah, I think that's kind of exciting for a lot of the guys. Obviously, in the locker room, got to make a change, got to make a difference. I mean, the second half of last game got to be able to make a big difference this week, and obviously those guys have. That senior leadership group has really done a great job this year, of just overcoming a lot of adversity and just, Aranda said it best, it's just this team has such great leaders on and off the field, and what better way than to leave your home field last game ever to play at McLean Stadium. Next time you'll have to get in, you'll have to buy a ticket. That's kind of in a song. If you've ever heard that before.
All right.
That's just, these guys will come out. It's going to be playing. It's about 60 degrees right now. I got a slight breeze out of the south, and it'll be a good football weather for sure.
We're going to honor 20 seniors on the field before the game. And talking about this class, Coach Aranda was asked this week how you describe this class, and resilient is the word. This class has been marked by a resilience. They've had some good highs. You think of the 6-game win streak last year. They've had some lows. They were part of that tough 2023 season. And, they've dealt with distractions, and they've dealt with ups and downs. But I think, John, one thing you would always say about them is they're professional. They come ready to play, and it seems like they don't let the distractions impact the way they approach what they do.
Yeah, that's very true, and I would say that they've represented Baylor really well.
Yeah.
These guys are quality people, and they have had some good highs and some some others where they've had to fight through, like you said, but they've always fought back. And I think they will today. And I think, Seth, did you feel this on your senior day? Was everybody else pulling for you, pulling for the seniors to try to send you out with a win?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I drove out in a golf cart on my senior day, with my ankle and so, but no, I mean, those guys, it's whenever you look up to, such great leaders, especially the guys on this team that make such a massive impact, not only on the field, but off the field too. It's just, you want to leave them with a good taste in their mouth and, just to be able to say, hey, this we represented, we went out on a high note type of deal. And, all those guys, they're going to lay it on the line, especially for today, at least for those guys, if not for themselves too.
Yeah. We're going to get you ready for the game here on the Baylor Alumni Tailgate Show, presented by Baylor Alumni, bringing the Baylor family together on the show today. We'll go inside X's and O's here in just a little bit. We're going to talk about the senior class with a senior class parent, Andrea Cameron, mother of Joshua Cameron, and then John here in just a few minutes. We are going to honor someone who's been a part of this broadcast a long, long time. It's the end of an era.
He's our own senior.
Yes, he is.
Ricky Thompson, this will be his final game working with us on the sidelines. 26 years. Today will be game number 318 in a row.
Wow.
And so we want to honor Ricky the best that we can. And not sure what we'll do without Ricky, but we won't worry about that till next season.
No tears, Ricky.
No tears.
No tears allowed.
The sidelines won't be the same.
That is exactly right.
The sidelines will not be the same. Well, Ricky's here with his family. We'll talk to them here in just a little bit as we get you ready for game day today. Baylor and Houston coming up at 11 o'clock this morning. We'll take a timeout and come back with more from Touchdown Alley right after this here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Central Texas are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and savings accounts to earn interest or cash back. With 5 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB Your Bank for Life. Member FDIC.
Do you ever scream at your screen when your 5G internet freezes? It's the worst. So why not switch to Astound? Wi-Fi that just works. With Astound Wi-Fi, you'll rage less, buffer less, and live more. Lock in gig speed Wi-Fi for just $35 a month, guaranteed for 3 years. Plus, get up to a $200 Amazon gift card. Astound Wi-Fi, it just works. Visit astound.com today.
Baylor Nation rolls along with Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Start with award-winning service and factory-trained techs. Then shop our new and used lineup from cars, trucks to SUVs, all makes and models. Running a business? We're your Central Texas headquarters for ProMaster vans, cab, and chassis and work trucks. For power and comfort, test drive the Ram 1500, the Motor Trend Truck of the Year winner again. Allen Samuels in Waco, proud partner of Baylor Athletics.
Come by. Let's be friends.
You're listening to Baylor Football, on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor and Houston today. Final game of the 2025 regular season. The Bears have reached a bowl game 12 of the last 15 seasons. A win today would make it 13 of the last 16. And, guys, as we get ready for the game today, for the Bears, I feel like this team, Seth, has been hard to analyze game in, game out in the sense that, they've played well some games. Sometimes one side of the ball has really played well. They have yet to really put that 60-minute game together outside of UCF. But it always feels to me like going into a game, if the offense can really click, they're going to have a good chance today. And Houston's got a good defense, but that's how I feel today going in once again.
Sure, I was thinking about this kind of driving in. Like, why did this team not go undefeated? Right. What were some of those factors? I think the most glaring factor was beating themselves, turnovers. right? You go back. I mean, I didn't look at what their margin is now, but
minus 12.
Minus 12. I mean, you cannot win championships being minus 12 in turnovers, and so that's obviously one big thing that they're going to need to focus on this offseason, right? Is turnovers, being disciplined, really focusing around that. But I mean, all around it, yeah, this team offense, their offense is extremely potent. Like I said, they shoot themselves in the foot time and time again, which really hurts the defense, and defense has to kind of put things on their back, which our defense has been kind of sporadic this year. I know Aranda and the coaching staff are trying to figure it out. Hey, got to figure it out today, and so got to put it all together. Going back to leaving with a good taste in your mouth.
John, Coach Aranda actually mentioned this. Obviously, Connor Wigman has been a big piece of Houston's resurgence this year. They're 8-3. There was a stretch there where they might have been a dark horse to reach the Big 12 championship game. Fell off a little bit as the season's gone on, but still, by all measures, a successful season. But Wigman will turn the ball over a little bit. He's thrown 8 interceptions. He has a little bit of trouble with the fumbles. And for the Bears, you can't say, we're going to go out and get 3 turnovers today, but you can make that effort to try to get that pressure on him, get a hand on a loose ball. Our secondary's been really good as of late, so you want to see him try to make Connor Wigman uncomfortable today.
Yeah, man, give us a couple of turnovers. Come on.
Yeah.
It has been such a rough year. I mean, we are, as Derek said, minus 12 in takeaways. Last in the league by a wide margin. Did you see that?
Yeah, we're minus 8 below the next to last.
Yes,
that's a couple of standard deviations.
So that shows, and the thing is, we just haven't created turnovers. We've committed them, but we haven't created takeaways, which is tough. When you can create a takeaway, if we were to get an interception or 2 or a fumble or 2 from Wegman today, it would certainly help. So that has been a factor all year with this team.
Seth, Houston defensively has had a solid year. They're in the upper half of the Big 12. When you look at what they've done, they like to disguise their coverages. They like to kind of wait to commit till the last minute. So as a quarterback, for Sawyer Robertson, what does that demand of him today?
Everybody has to be on the same page, right? If you have some disguised coverages, you got some roll coverages, whether it's to a cover 3 or cover 1 or even a 0 type of blitz type, you got to get the ball in your hands, right? Those receivers got to be on the same page. If you have a long producing route, hey, that's more than 10 plus yards, you may have to cut it short, right? Just get open, get the ball out of his hands. That's going to create some momentum. And then obviously, with Spav and the type of offense that he wants to run, it's a hurry-up type of offense, right? It's a speed type of offense, a tempo. And so you get into tempo, that really forces the hand of the opposing defense because they have to kind of get into their base package or their pre-called package, and then they just have to kind of roll with the punches. All the subbing in and out, sometimes you may just have to keep guys on the field that might be a little gassed, but hey, I would rather take gassed on both sides of the ball rather than subbing out, getting some fresh guys in, getting the defense called. And so, it's a game of chess. And, I think these guys, Houston has come out of the depths of what they've shown that they can do defensively. Everybody team is susceptible. Right, you just got to figure out what that is. There's enough film now to to figure out, hey, where are those weak points? Where can they attack? And they just have to exploit it and do it really well today.
It's funny you mentioned that. You look, John, we now know that it is BYU and Texas Tech officially in the Big 12 championship game. They've been 2 teams that have been really strong all year long. Utah has been good, but you look, there's 2 teams that I think have kind of, with just the 1 loss each, they've been head and shoulders above everybody else. There's a couple teams that have struggled from the get-go, and it feels like almost everybody else, week in and week out, you really could go either way. I think Baylor's been one of those teams, but I think Seth talking about Houston's been that team this year that's found a way to win a lot of those close games.
Yeah, that's true, and kind of how we predicted the league. Kind of unpredictably predictable is what it was this year, and it sort of turned out that way. But you're right, Tech and BYU have risen above everybody. Only 1 conference loss for them. So Houston is in that mix, upper middle for Houston, I would say, middle for Baylor, and small things. That's what makes the difference.
Yeah. You know, you look for the Bears. One key today could be, again, winning the toss. I know it didn't result in a win this past week, but it did result against Arizona, a touchdown on the opening drive. I kind of like the take-the-ball Bears of recent vintage.
I like that. Let's win the toss. That'd be the first win of the day, and I guarantee you they would take the ball, right, if they do. So it has worked well when they've won the toss and the last couple of times and taken the ball, they've scored.
Yeah. Seth, does that send a message to the guys when you say you want the ball early?
Oh, for sure. I mean, you kind of, it's not a slap in the face on the defense, but it's like, hey, what is our strength? Our strength is moving the ball down the field, putting points on the board, right? You know, we don't like to play from, we're not very good from playing from behind. I know they've done, the second half has been really the third quarter, for example, has been really, really poor for Baylor this year. So if we can get ahead in the first half early and kind of keep that momentum going, just keep the foot on the pedal, I think that obviously creates some good momentum, creates some good energy in the stadium, and you can kind of build off of that.
Seth, obviously never comes down to just one or two things, but what is the Bears win today if?
I mean, we talked about it earlier, turnovers, right? Hey, let's be plus in that margin today. I think that gives us a good opportunity to win. And I think just defensively getting off on third down, right? Getting off the field, not creating self-inflicting wounds that can obviously can go in either direction. Defensively, get off the field and get some turnovers.
Well, that sounds like a plan. The Bears do that. They'll be bowl eligible at the end of the day, and we'll look forward to that, absolutely. Well, this is the Baylor Alumni Tailgate Show. We see Ricky Thompson and his family waiting in the wings. Ricky's final on broadcast today, and we're going to bring him up on stage and honor Ricky, reminisce, all that and more when we come back. It's Baylor in Houston today, and we'll be back after this here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
When life gets complicated, Butts Law Firm is your one-stop for a wide range of legal needs. Whether you need estate planning documents such as a will, trust, or guardianship, or the appointment of a receiver to handle personal or business assets management and disposal, consumer protection, family-related legal matters, or various business-related issues, we are your community firm. Whether you're planning for the future, navigating a probate, or managing a business, our experienced team is ready to guide you every step of the way. Trust us to provide the legal support you need. Call today, 406-641-BUTZ. That's 406-641-2889. Or come by the Waxahachie office at 301 South Rogers Street, Suite 202, downtown Waxahachie. Come see the difference having a trusted attorney by your side can make, because at Butts Law Firm, your legal rights are our business.
Baylor alumni are more than 160,000 strong.
Less a minute.
We all join hands to support our university. We don't just move the needle, we move mountains. Working together, we create life-changing opportunities for students on the field, in the classroom, in the laboratory, and in life for generations to come. So get connected. Get involved. Learn how at baylor.edu/alumni.
If you're stuck in a high auto loan rate, it's time to call an Audible.
Hi, I'm Joe Betsy Tyler with First Central. When it comes to your auto loan, you don't have to stay in a bad formation. Call the right play. Refinance with First Central and get a lower rate, fast approvals, and a team that knows how to win local.
Visit firstcentralcu.com and apply today.
First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you.
Membership and loan policy requirements apply. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
And welcome back out in Touchdown Alley, Baylor Alumni Tailgate Show. And we talk about Senior Day. And I said this, and it won't be the last time I say this today, but our senior in our radio booth is Ricky Thompson, who is with us now. And Ricky has been in the role as our sideline analyst for 26 years. Everything I say today, we hope there's one more game, right, for you on the sidelines.
Right.
And the count is this will be game number 318 in a row today.
You know what? I was trying to figure that out early in the week.
Yeah, 318.
I forgot about I didn't look at last year's schedule, so I really didn't know. I knew it was around 315, so now we know.
But what a great stretch for you and to me. And today is Ricky's final home game with us as our sideline analyst. And it is your choice, and you're stepping away for a really good reason. But we just want to recognize you and honor you for all those years in all kinds of weather on the sidelines with us.
Yeah, we've had some of all that, I guess. We've had 18 degrees in Ames.
Yes.
We've had 24 degrees when we shut down Floyd Casey.
Yeah.
We've had rain in TCU when it was about 30-something.
Ugly.
And then we've had 142 on the field.
A bunch of those.
So we've done it. I'll take 142.
You know, Ricky, you were here. You'd been doing the broadcast 3 years when I came to Baylor as a student, got the chance to work with y'all as a student worker. So you've been all I've known on the sideline, and I know I'm not the only person who can say that. I just find myself thinking, you look at the last 26 years now, you've seen a little bit of everything with this program, highs, lows, and you see it on the sideline. What's it like witnessing that from the sideline? What's something that most of us would never know being on the sideline like that?
You know, I think you just really get more of a feel for the game. And I think the surprising thing when somebody's down there with me is the speed, just the speed of the game. You can see it from the stands. You can see what goes on. But when you're standing there and these guys run by you and hit head on, or they run past you, or a receiver or a defensive back, it's just really hard to catch the speed of the game unless you're down there. And it's so much different. You hear the talk. Some of it's good, some of it's not. But it's just fun to feel that. I mean, you can actually hear the guys on the field talking to each other, calling their signals, changing plays. Seth, I remember hearing Seth change plays at the line of scrimmage. That part of it's fun. And then sometimes talking back, particularly when JJ would be talking in between series. In fact, sometimes kind of on the air. He was, I wasn't, talking about this is a touchdown based on the alignment and where they're going. And we hit it a lot of times.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that's good.
That part of it is really a lot of fun. And just the feel for the game. I'm not sure I'm going to be a very good fan in the stands.
Can we ask Carol that question? How
I
you're
think
gonna be
she'll
in the
answer
stands?
for you already.
She knows the answer, right? You know what's coming. But that'll be different. I mean, you think about your playing career, Baylor and the pros, and then doing this for 26 years. You haven't sat in the stands much at all, have you?
I have not. I guess we started about 3 weeks after we got married, and all she's known is football. So we'll see what it's like sitting up there. But most of y'all know the main reason for this, Jack will be playing on Fridays next year, and you had to miss some games during your era on Friday night.
Yeah.
And that's no fun, and I'm not going to take that chance.
Good for you.
So.
Good for you,
That's great.
Visiting with Ricky Thompson here before his final home broadcast. Ricky, I got to ask you, electric moments. You feel it down on the field in a different way. Are there one or two moments that stand out to you, not just as the biggest moments, but just the most electric, when you felt everything that was taking place?
Yeah, no question. I think one of those would really start was the Floyd Casey last game against Texas. It's, 24 degrees. I remember Clint and I were out buying gas for his tailgate, butane to heat the tent. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
But it was 24 degrees. And remember, we found out right before kickoff that Oklahoma State beat OU. So we didn't know we were going to have that opportunity till right before kickoff. And then we knew we win that game, we're in. It's 3-3 at the half, and then we blow them out in the second half, win 30-10, I think it was. And the lights are cut. I can still see Bryce on the last play just stepping back and hands in the air. And there was nothing like that. It had been a long time, and it was, of course, a Big 12 championship. And then as far as here, I think really it's got to be that TCU game.
Yes.
14. I mean, it's 61-58, but more than that, it's 58-37 with 11 minutes to go. And I don't think there was many people in green that thought we'd win that game. But unbelievable feeling. It was so loud down there. This stadium is built so that when there are good things that happen, the noise on the field is incredible, and it does affect the game. And once we got rolling in that game, I don't think there was any way that they were going to stop us, and obviously they didn't.
Wow.
But that was a really cool memory.
You know the one I thought you'd say first? Oklahoma State Big 12 championship game at AT&T Stadium. And there's a great picture, folks. There's a great picture of Ricky celebrating on the sidelines.
Yeah, I was thinking more about home games, but you're right. I mean, that was, I guess, I was from here to Doug from the sideline where that play happened, and you knew it, but you're thinking, are they going to call it right? Because it's this far from the pylon. It's right there. He obviously did not get in, but you keep thinking, they've got to make the right call. And I did celebrate a little bit.
We all did.
It looks pretty goofy. If you see the picture, you'd think I pulled both hamstrings.
Your vertical was still pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. Carol says you look like a yell leader, at that point. But,
maybe so.
We mentioned Carol. They're behind the scenes. Y'all come up here and get in this shot. So your wife Carol is here. Refers to herself as a football widow. So you're getting. Come right back here behind, if you don't mind, and get in this camera shot. Tell everybody who is here.
All right,
Jack.
We've got
Jack's
wife
a member of
Carol.
our crew.
They've got Jack, who has been our assistant and at times even on the air when he wasn't supposed to be. Other daughter Casey back here. Son-in-law Clint. My other daughter Courtney. And Tessa Rose, my granddaughter.
Very good, very good. Well, we are. It's bittersweet. We're happy for you and know why you're stepping away, but we've done this for 26 years. That's a lot of miles. That's a lot of games. That's a lot of barbs along the way to and from.
Yeah,
and we're going to miss you, man.
Well,
we're really going to miss you.
I really appreciate you and the chance. And we could name everybody: Craig Harper, Bob, JJ, of course.
Yes.
That we can't forget that. We got Nick now and Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff Walter.
We've had a great group, so I'll miss it. We'll see what happens the first game, what kind of withdrawals I have, but it's time.
Understand. Appreciate it. Love you. Thank you very much.
You
let's get a win today and send you out in style, and that way you'll have another game and a bowl game.
Bowl game's good with me. All right.
That's good.
Carrie Morris is the quintessential sports widow, not football widow, sports widow.
Yeah, thank you, Carol.
She does a great job of keeping the home farm.
Got to drop that in there. Drop that in there. Hey, well,
Thanks,
Saturdays
guys.
won't sound quite the same next year, Ricky.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ricky Thompson getting ready for number 318, John. Number 318 in a row, his final home broadcast. Hopefully one more if the Bears should win today. This is the Baylor Alumni at Tailgate show. Rick, you'll be heading back in before too long to get ready for the network broadcast. We will roll on here on the pregame after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet.
Right back.
Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears!
If you need a trailer, Flat Rock Trailers has got you covered. From light-duty single-axle utility trailers to the big Tex tandem duals. We also carry a full line of enclosed cargo trailers. Need a motorcycle trailer? We've got them. Need a dump trailer? We've got the largest selection in the state. Oilfield trailers? We carry a full line of big Tex trailers to handle all your needs. Trailer repairs? We repair all makes and models. We'll even rent you a trailer if you need to use one for a day. Flat Rock Trailers, your #1 source for all your trailer needs. Find us at flatrocktrailers.com.
Premier ER and Urgent Care has all the convenience of urgent care with all the expertise of an ER, all under one roof. At every visit, be seen by ER-trained staff with on-site lab and CT, X-ray, ultrasound, and EKG. Here, you pay for the appropriate level of care that you receive, and we are in network with most major insurance providers. Premier ER and Urgent Care has 4 convenient locations serving Texas: San Marcos, Temple, Waco, and Woodway. To learn more, visit www.premier.care. Are you a diehard Bears fan? Sure, your entire closet is Baylor green and gold. All your pets' names are starting with Judge, and my good old Baylor line is your ringtone. But do you have an official Baylor University toll tag? That small green and gold sticker reps the Bears and cuts your toll bill in half. Visit getmytolltag.com to purchase your specialty tag and deck your ride with Baylor pride. Small sticker, big savings, sick 'em Bears.
You're listening to Baylor football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It is Baylor and Houston today in the 2025 regular season finale. Senior Day, the Bears looking to reach bowl eligibility with a 6th win, looking to defeat intrastate rival Houston, off to an 8-3 start on the year. We are presented to you by Baylor Alumni, bringing the Baylor family together. And as we look ahead to this game, Seth, I thought it was interesting. I think we all kind of know this as fans, but when you think about these games and what they can mean for recruiting, Baylor and Houston are two intrastate rivals. Houston, a new member of the Big 12, and in the last couple of years, in a metro area where there's a lot of football talent. You know all about that. I think that alone makes this an important game for reasons that are a little sometimes below the surface.
Absolutely. Going back to whenever a few weeks ago, a former coach here, Coach Bryles, had this kind of luncheon, and he was talking about whenever he was coaching at Houston, when he was recruiting Robert, this guy named RG3, if y'all remember that guy. He was originally committed to Houston, and so one of the big things that Art was able to kind of share was like, do you want to be in the Big 12, a Power 5 conference, or do you want to be, with Conference USA, which is, and then it's like, well, you want to be in the big conference, and so that was kind of a massive recruiting tool. Now it's a level playing field, and so now it's, hey, who's going to win? Who can you recruit the best? Obviously, Houston has a massive support system from athletes all around. I mean, you look at some of these top NFL teams or even top, college teams, a lot of players are from the Houston area. And so they produce a lot. There's a lot of great talent, and now it's just like, this absolutely is a massive factor. Now, it can kind of go both ways if you think about it. If, let's say if Baylor loses, right, they go 5-7, they don't make a bowl game. I mean, that could even be a stronger recruiting tool of saying, hey, you come in, you make a massive immediate impact to be on the field, right? I mean, you win a bowl game, you go bowl eligible, win a bowl game, now you're 7-6, 7-6, and now it's kind of like, you kind of have some guys that are established, and so it's kind of a push and pull type of there, but obviously who knows what the team is going to look like next year. Obviously, you want to retain as many people as possible. It's probably not going to happen, just with, especially on the offensive side. I mean, you're going to have to fork out a pretty good penny to keep those guys. But
there's a lot of seniors who are going to be graduating. It's going to open some opportunities. Hey, I see our legend today. He's here. Chris Platt is with us. You threw a few passes to that guy.
He caught a couple of them. Yeah, he almost dropped a few too.
I remember that speed of his. He could. He got it. He was going to take it away.
Yep. Come on in here, man. Jump on.
Chris Platt, our Baylor legend. He is going to be leading fans in the Baylor Bears chant. And Chris, you probably hear this, but man, you look like you could still go out there and run a few routes and maybe beat a quarterback or two out there. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, I still do. It's been a while since I've sprinted. I've been chilling, doing more mile running than sprinting these days.
Well, Chris Platt, 2014 to 2019, a Baylor Bear, a Big 12 champion, part of some great teams. Seth, you played with him a little bit. Tell us a little more about what we need to know about Chris.
Well, this guy is an absolute speedster. He doesn't say much on the field, but he's a silent killer, right? I mean, he gets out there, he does what he needs to do, he's going to be where he needs to be. I mean, I'll put it on his number sometimes, and sometimes he'll drop it, but that's okay. But he'll make up for it in the deep balls. I think one of the big plays that I remember was against Oklahoma State. We were doing hurry up, and he was out on the side. He was flexed out wide and basically ran kind of like a stop and go type of deal at about 10 yards, and of course he almost made the corner fall. I mean, just with his ability, his explosion, and just obviously I put the ball on the money, and so if he dropped it, I would have been pretty upset, but he didn't. But obviously
89-yarder.
It's probably somewhere around there. One of the few that we threw there back then.
Just a couple.
The great thing about that story is that wasn't even for me. That was for KD.
Oh, really?
He eventually got hurt, and so I came in for him for that play. So, that play wasn't even for me.
Now, we were talking about a lot of talent in the Houston area. Chris, you grew up a little north of Houston in Willis, came to Baylor, and now you're a Wacoan. That's right. So take us through a little bit where life has taken you after you finished playing here at Baylor.
Yeah. So since my last game, which was I think January 2020, was in Waco. COVID happened. Went back home to Conroe, and then me and my wife, after she got done graduating at U of H optometry school, we moved back to Waco because she was going to work for Green Eye.
Yeah.
So once we moved from Waco, we didn't think we were going to be back, but God has plans for us that we don't even know. So I mean, He just pulled us back to Waco, and now I'm about to open up a gym. So we're pretty set in stone here.
Dave, that's great. So you're opening up your own gym. That's pretty cool. Tell us about what doors kind of open for you to do that.
Yeah. So I had the opportunity to work at D1 Waco. There we go. I had the opportunity to work at D1 Waco when I came back, when we moved back, and just being able to just pour into kids and even adults, that was just like something that I really wanted to do. And I just kind of took that and ran with it. Since D1 closed, there's no other like big sports facility around Waco, so I just want to be able to be that person to give that opportunity to people.
Seth, I would trust him. I would trust him to get me and my family or friends, loved ones ready.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to run 4.4, 4.3 speed, I mean, come to this guy. He'll get you right. Obviously, with the type of training that we did in college with Coach Kaz, and I'm sure a lot of that translates over to what you're doing now. Obviously, kind of taking that rubric. Hey, maybe it's not super heavyweight, but it's more explosive, right? Get the ball, move the bar, get a lot of jumping, a lot of don't want to kind of give your keys away or anything. So hey, go out and see him if you have a kid in college or high school or want to build stronger. You're in the Waco area. Hey, go give him a try. He'll make them right. Obviously he's kind of getting up and started, and so his name's not maybe out there just yet. But obviously, go give him. Go support him. He's local.
People know his name. People know that name, Chris Platt, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Chris, what's it mean to you to be back here at Baylor again, kind of out on the field? I know last year we saw y'all honored on the field, celebrating the 2013 and 2014 championships, which you're a part, and then now leading the Bear Chant today.
Yeah. Really just grateful for it, but I didn't really realize like how much goes into it up until game day or game time. Until after I got done playing football, like being at tailgates, seeing people playing for these games, everybody coming out all at this one stadium to look at these people on the field. But honestly, I'm just really grateful to have the opportunity to even just be a well-known name for this university.
Oh, that's great. Well, so if you say you want the big talker on the field, is he ready to yell? Is he going to be a good yeller out there on the field?
I think so. I think so. I mean, he's a great leader, right? I mean, he's more of a lead by example type of player on the field, and obviously, he made a massive impact, and the fans already know what to do. You don't have to overthink it. Just do the whole thing. Hey, what's the name of your company now?
Platinum Training.
Platinum Training. Come on.
I like it. That's good. That's good. We'll check it out. Well, Chris, appreciate you jumping on with us here. It's excited to have you back. And it's really, really cool as well to see you as a Baylor student athlete and your wife really invested in the Waco community too. I think that's a cool thing that we'd like to see even more people following your footsteps on that. So thanks for that leadership there. And congrats on being our legend today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Chris Platt, today's legend of the game, visiting with us here on the Baylor Alumni Tailgate Show. We'll take a time out and come back with more after this here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, Jan from Toyota here to let you know that Toyotathon is on. And what better way to get in the spirit of the season than with a new Toyota, like RAV4, Grand Highlander, and Corolla Cross. But to really get in the spirit, let's see about it. So without further ado, driving through the snow in a new RAV4, hooray! To the slopes we go in a Highlander for a ski day. A Camry to get hot cocoa, tubing with a Tundra makes the kids go loco. Oh, what fun it is to make holiday wishes come true. Toyotathon, Toyotathon, Toyotathon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey!
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 1st. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 5th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota. Let's go places. During Toyotathon, qualifiers can get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months on a rugged new 2026 Tundra. Offer available in only.
Do you ever scream at your screen when your 5G internet freezes? It's the worst.
Sure.
Why not switch?
It's about 7, so it'll be about 9 minutes.
You'll total buffer less and live more. Lock in gig speed Wi-Fi for just $35 a month, guaranteed for 3 years. Plus, get up to a $200 Amazon Astound Wi-Fi. It just works.
And
it's Astound.
And it's in and out, so.
Looking to connect with Baylor alums in your area? Baylor Alumni can help. Looking to host a watch party in your city? Baylor Alumni can get you started. Want to step out in your community and serve with other alums? Baylor Alumni is your connection with the university and each other. Let's get started. Learn how at baylor.edu/alumni.
You're listening to Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Welcome back as we continue on the Baylor Alumni Tailgate Show. Each week of each home game, it's our pleasure and honor to unveil this week's charity champion presented by TFNB, Your Bank for Life, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. And this week, for the final game of the regular season, it is Fuzzy Friends Rescue. And our good friend Sam Brown is the executive director for Fuzzy Friends. And Sam, congratulations on being selected as the charity champion. What does that mean to you?
Hello, John. It is a true honor both to be on your show and to be selected as the TFNB Your Bank for Life charity champion. We know there's a number of quality nonprofits in our area that they can choose from, and so for them to reach out to us and say that we were selected really blew us away.
Yeah. Fuzzy Friends been around for a while, and a lot of people know your mission and know what you do. You're relatively new to this position, but tell us for those who don't know what y'all do.
I just celebrated my 4th month as the new executive director, and only the second in its history of Fuzzy Friends Animal Rescue. We started 29 years ago. Our founder, Betsy Robinson, whose place I took, Betsy has been the executive director since we started 29 years ago. We are the largest no-kill dog and cat shelter between Dallas and Austin. And every year we rescue homeless dogs and cats, about 500 of them, and we take care of them, we get them healthy, and we find them good quality homes to go spend the rest of their years.
Wow. All right, you've got the stage as the charity champion this week. Tell us what you need. How can people volunteer? How can they support your mission?
Fuzzy Friends is 100% dependent upon local sponsorships, local donations. We make a little bit of money off of adoption fees and surrender fees, but not nearly enough to cover the costs. It costs us around $30 a day for every animal that we have here. And that's, when you think about, we have a staff of about 25 folks, both full-time and part-time. We have our facility that you can imagine to house 125 animals, keep them well fed, keep them warm or keep them cool, keep them dry, keep them healthy as far as their activity. That is not a cheap activity, and we want to minimize how long an animal's here, but sometimes they're here for 6 months or a year. And so that doesn't happen by accident, and it doesn't happen cheaply. So we need individuals and businesses to support us financially, keep our mission alive.
Gotcha. There's medical expenses also, isn't there?
Medical is a big deal. Some of our animals that are surrendered to us, we get strays where we don't have any history. When a stray comes in, we'll quarantine that animal for 3 to 5 weeks just to make sure it's not bringing something into the rescue that might contaminate other animals and get them sick. But sometimes we get animals that come from the owners and they have full vet records, and for whatever reason they just can't keep them. And so we never know exactly what we're going to get, but they all have a unique story. But when we get some, we've got a couple of animals right now that are very unique stories. One came in, it was a doodle, looked perfectly normal, but after about 3 days we started noticing that it had a limp in its back, one of its back legs. pigs. We went and had it looked at by one of our many vet partners in the community. It turned out its femur bone was actually completely dislocated from its hip socket. And it wasn't something that was just a matter of putting it back. It actually is requiring a full hip replacement on that side. That means $10,000 to do that. And we commit to do whatever we have to make healthy the animals that come into our care. And as a no-kill shelter, when we take an animal in, it will be here for the remainder of its life until or unless we can find it a forever home. We had a cat come in about 3 weeks ago. It had been shot 3 times. Sometimes the world can be very cruel to these animals. But once they get here, they're in a safe place, and we're going to do whatever we have to. Unfortunately, with this kitty, one of the shots...
I know you got his mom there.
Up around its shoulder, and we could not...
I was going to say, can we do a short one and then just interview her right until we're out? It would be easier to time out that way.
Isn't pet for somebody.
Okay.
Cool. Stories. I get the heartstrings for sure when you're talking about animals and the care of animals. How can people get in touch with you? Phone number, website? How can they get more information?
The best way is to go to fuzzyfriendsrescue.com. You can look at every animal that we have that's eligible for adoption. You can read its bio. You can get all of our contact information as far as email, as far as phone number, but really fuzzyfriendsrescue.com is where you can get all of the information you want, including how to volunteer. We live off of our volunteers, because if you can imagine 125 animals, even spending 30 minutes a day of quality time with those dogs and cats is not feasible for us to pay people. That'd be 60 hours a day. We can't do that in a day, obviously. Or we can't pay enough people to do that. So a lot of our volunteers, they simply come out here and they walk a dog around our property, or they go in the cat room and they spend time playing with them, or they get a small dog and go in one of our get-to-know-you rooms and just spend quality time. So if you love dogs, if you love cats, sometimes when people lose a dog or cat, they're not really ready immediately to go out and get another one. So they will, kind of as therapy, they'll come out to Fuzzy Friends and they'll just care for our animals. And then maybe at some point they are ready and they adopt one.
That's terrific. FuzzyFriendsRescue.com is the website. Congratulations again on being selected as the charity champion, and it's always nice to see you.
Thanks you, and thanks to TFNB, Your Bank for Life.
They are the sponsor of our charity champion each week, TFNB, Your Bank for Life, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. And we'll be back with more in just a moment on the Baylor Alumni Tailgate Show here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear, and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrists of Baylor Athletics.
Baylor Nation rolls along with Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Start with award-winning service and factory-trained techs. Then shop our new and used lineup from cars, trucks to SUVs, all makes and models. Running a business? We're your Central Texas headquarters for ProMaster vans, cab, and chassis and work trucks. For power and comfort, test drive the Ram 1500, the Motor Trend Truck of the Year winner again. Allen Samuels in Waco, proud partner of Baylor Athletics. Come by. Let's be friends.
Kids
1 minute.
Their Cub Club, the official kids club of Baylor Athletics, presented by Green Eye Associates. Fans 12 and under can register for the low cost of $25 and gain exclusive benefits and access to Baylor Athletics events. Members receive free admission to select events, exclusive giveaway access, and their own membership package. To register your Cub, please visit BaylorBears.com/Cub Club. Sign your Cub up today.
TFNB, Your Bank for Life.
Last spot, bro. Last spot.
Athletics.
Oh, okay.
Or Central Texas.
Yeah, I think we'll have about 5 or 6 minutes.
Perfect. Interest.
Okay, but I'll let you know after we get, into the next little spot break.
TFNB, Your Bank for Life. Member FDIC.
You're You're listening to Baylor football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Getting you ready for Baylor and Houston about an hour and 15 minutes from now. This is the Baylor Alumni Tailgate Show. Our game today is brought to you by TFNB, your bank for life. TFNB, your bank for life, is the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Central Texans are making TFNB their bank for life by stopping by any one of their 5 locations or visiting TFNBTX.com. Sick 'em Bears. TFNB, your bank for life. We're going to take a quick timeout, and when we come back, we'll talk Senior Day with Andrea Cameron, mother of one of Baylor's great seniors, Josh Cameron. We are going to talk to her when we return to Touchdown Alley on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hey Baylor fans, game day experiences for the 2025 football season are on sale now. Fans can purchase exclusive experiences online, including on-field photos, sideline access during warm-ups, tunnel access during the team runout, an in-game radio booth experience with the voice of the Bears, a birthday bash, and much more. There is limited availability per game, so purchase your experience today at BaylorBears.com/group experiences to lock in your one-of-a-kind game day experience today.
Favorite G's, favorite shirt. I can make a sausage and I'm firing it up. Yeah, everybody knows.
Well, Derek, it looks like you're at about 5.5 minutes here, so, and I'll start you. Appreciate it. Yeah, it should sound pretty good, hopefully. All right, and I'll start you at 90 seconds. I'll say hello, Miss Cameron. I follow you on Twitter. You're a great follow. Sick 'em Bears.
Do you ever scream at your screen when your 5G internet freezes?
100%. It's great.
Why not switch to Astound?
Yeah. We still call it Twitter.
Astound less, buffer less, and live more. Just $35 a month, guaranteed for 3 years. Plus, get up to a $200 Amazon gift card. Astound Wi-Fi, it just works. Visit Astound.com today.
If you're stuck in a high auto loan rate, it's time to call an Audible.
Hi, I'm Joe Betsy Tyler with First Central. When it comes to your auto loan, you don't have to stay in a bad formation. Call the right play. Refinance with First Central and get a lower rate, fast approvals, and a team that knows how to win local.
Visit firstcentralcu.com and apply today.
First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you.
Membership and loan policy requirements apply. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Baylor football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
An urgent care is the place to go when you're not sure where to go. Open 24/7. Just a short walk across campus. No appointment necessary. Just walk in. Visit premier.care to learn more. Sponsor here of the Baylor Alumni Tailgate Show. And as we wind down on the program, we are joined here by Andrea Cameron, mother of Josh Cameron, one of the 20 seniors who will be honored before the game today. And Mrs. Cameron, it's really a pleasure to have you with us. Thanks for coming here and joining us.
Thank you so much. It's great being here. I appreciate you guys having me out. This is awesome.
How are the emotions today? How are you feeling?
Have mercy. My emotions are all over the place. I was saying earlier, I've literally been crying all this week. I'll have just a burst of tears. And just thinking about oh my goodness, this is the last game here at McLean. And it seems like it was just yesterday. So, but good tears, happy tears.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
But definitely emotions all over the place.
You know, Seth, when I think of Josh, he came in as a walk-on. He's worked and earned everything he's got here. And obviously that speaks about his parents and the way he was raised, and it speaks about what he means to this program.
Yeah, walk-ons I have a massive respect for. I mean, my two older brothers were all walk-ons at A&M. One actually earned a scholarship his junior year at Texas A&M. And so
that's awesome.
Just knowing the lifestyle that a walk-on lives compared to a scholarship athlete, I mean, it is night and day compared to what it actually takes, and the drive, the dedication, the determination, the trying to find that it factor, and for what you do. And obviously Josh has found that, right?
Sure.
His work, his dedication to his art and his method of madness that he likes to create, on and off the field. I mean, he has done a phenomenal job, and so I have a massive respect for those types of guys. And obviously him being the type of guy he is on the field, but also off the field, right?
Yeah,
being an
for
amazing
sure.
leader, just an intense guy, but also a loving, caring type of factor. I mean, that's massive.
And when you think about Baylor as a Christian university, he embodies that so well.
Yeah.
Mrs. Cameron, what's it been like just walking with him as a mother through these last 4 years?
You know what? It has been. It's been an incredible journey. Definitely, always exciting, never a dull moment, as we like to say. And it's just been a really, it's been a fun ride. I can say, obviously everything hasn't been perfect. He's had his ups, his downs, but at the end of the day, it's been just an amazing journey. It's been a lot of fun. And something that we say, if we had to do it over again, we really wouldn't change a thing. We love the fact that he was a walk-on, and we understand why, God put him in that position. And he's really been able to grow and flourish and just really come into his own. So that's been really, really fun to watch. As a parent, obviously, I'm super proud, and it's been great. So.
Well, he just represents Baylor and what it stands for so well, and a big part of what we want our student athletes to be. I'm curious, what's something, you have a different view of the program because your son's a part of it. What would you like people to know about the program that maybe those of us who aren't a parent and inside don't know?
I think that people underestimate how much the guys genuinely care. It's easy to get cynical nowadays because college football has changed so much with the transfer portal, with NIL and all of those things. So people assume that, these guys are just, pro athletes. They don't really care anymore. They're just out there doing whatever. And being on the inside, it's amazing to know and to see firsthand how much the guys genuinely care and just love playing football, and they love doing it for Baylor. They love being able to rep the school, and there's so much pride that they have that comes with that. And I think a lot of times that will get overlooked, especially when things aren't going great. We overlook some of those things, and some of those things aren't always as obvious. But it's been cool. It's been fun to see just. These guys, they love it. You know what I'm saying?
You have to love it.
Without a doubt, so for sure.
Well, what are, as Josh was coming up through high school,
90 seconds.
deciding on where he wanted to go to college,
Mm-hmm.
what led to choose Baylor?
Really, there were several things. One, he knew that he wanted to play Division I football. And he was always wanted to play really just at the highest level. Mm-hmm. It really helped that his brother attended Baylor. So, because Justin was here, he's just like, I want to go there and do that.
1 minute.
But I think just, the approach that Coach Aranda and his staff took with Josh, it was very personable compared to other opportunities that he had. So it just made sense. It was awesome. Like, you know what? I think these guys mean what they say when they said, hey, we're going to give you a chance to do, everything that everyone else does. And they meant it. So.
Well, and he's been such a great part of this program. Mrs. Cameron, we appreciate you joining us. We love cheering on your son. We hope
30 seconds.
Game after today. Andrea Talk on Twitter and X. Good analysis of Baylor football. Mrs. Cameron, happy senior day to you, and thanks for all you've done for this program.
20 seconds.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
It is senior day. Her son Josh is one of 20 seniors we will honor today as we get you ready for Baylor and Houston. We've got the
10 seconds,
game coming up next. Speaking for Seth Russell and John Morris and Aaron Sexton, I'm Derek Smith. We're sending it to booth straight ahead here on the Baylor Sports.